Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Kelly again, and today we are going to continue our conversation about figurative language. And we talked last time about hyperbole, and today we're going to be talking about simile and metaphor, which are two other types of figurative language. And I found this cute little cartoon. And here's Mr. Simile with an S. You're as skinny as a rail. And here's Mr. Metaphor, and you're a mountain. So as we talk about what simile and metaphor are, this will make a little more sense, but I thought it was cute. Okay, let's just review what figurative language is. Okay, think of the word figure. One definition for the word figure is an image or a picture. And figurative language is meant to create pictures in the mind of the reader. And figurative language uses, quote, figures of speech to awaken the senses of the readers and to make writing more interesting. So as you're reading, and you have there's some figurative language in there, it gives you that picture in your mind. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it really gets a point across. And I found this little cartoon was cute. This is a simile, as fast as lightning. We looked at this before, and this shows different types of figurative language. We learned last time about hyperbole, which is extreme exaggeration used to make a point. So if you said, I've told you 1,000,000 times to clean your room, right? Well, mom probably hasn't told you literally 1,000,000 times, maybe a lot of times, but not 1,000,000 times. But she's making the point that she's told you a lot of times. So that extreme exaggeration was hyperbole. So today we're going to be talking about two other types of figurative language, simile and metaphor. So a simile is a comparison. You're comparing or saying how two things are alike, right? Remember we talked about compare and contrast. So simile is a comparison of two things that uses the word like or the word as. Okay, so it's a comparison of two things using the word like or the word as. So two examples here are as sweet as pie. If somebody is as sweet as pie, you're saying that the pie is sweet and the person is sweet. You're comparing them. This is how they're alike. As colorful like crayons. So you're saying if something is colorful like crayons, when you open the box, you see all the colors, right? So you're saying that this thing is colorful like a crayon box is colorful. They're alike in that way. So here's two other examples of simile. His eyes were as green as a spring meadow. So you're saying that the color of his eyes is the same as the color of the green in a spring meadow. You're comparing them. The snowflakes sparkled like millions of tiny diamonds. So you're comparing the snowflakes sparkling to diamonds sparkling and saying that they're alike. So when you're finding a simile, you're going to look for the words like or the word as in the comparison. And here are just some common similes that I found. As busy as a bee, as hungry as a bear, flat as a pancake, hard as a rock. Some other cute ones were, as cool as a cucumber, as clever as a fox, right? As sweet as sugar. So you're comparing things and saying that they're alike using either the word like or the word as. So here's a little poem that uses simile. So let's take a look at the poem. And as I'm reading, see if you can spot any similes. Ice Cream Headache by Kelly Roper. Sally got an ice cream cone one hot summer afternoon. It dripped like a faucet on the ground. So she got herself a bowl and spoon. Sally shoveled that ice cream into her mouth like she was trying to clear snow in a blizzard. She finished the bowl so quickly that she made it disappear like she was a wizard. That's when the pain struck her forehead and her mouth felt as cold as snow. She'd gotten her first ice cream headache, so now she always eats her ice cream slow. Okay, so let's see what similes the author used to kind of help make the point in this poem. It dripped like a faucet. So she's comparing the ice cream dripping to like a faucet. You know, when the faucet drips water? So she's saying they're alike in that way. It uses the word like she was trying to clear snow in a blizzard. So she's comparing Sally kind of shoveling the ice cream into her mouth, like when somebody's shoveling in a blizzard, you're trying to quick hurry up and shovel because there's more snow coming, right? So she's comparing those two things using the word like she was a wizard. She's comparing Sally eating the ice cream so fast she makes it disappear to being a wizard who can just wave a wand and make something disappear, using the word like. And her mouth felt as cold as snow. So after she ate all that ice cream, her mouth is freezing cold now. She's comparing her mouth to snow. Both things are cold, and the author used the word as. So these are some comparisons that you can see, comparing things, saying that they're similar, using the word like and or as. So simile can kind of add some fun or some color to a poem. It makes it more interesting to read. Okay, metaphor is also a comparison of objects that seem to not have much in common. So it's comparing two things that you wouldn't really think are alike. Metaphors do not use the word like or the word as. So, for example, the sun is a golden ball. So the sun, we know that the sun is not really a ball, okay? It's not really a ball the way we would think of a ball that you play with. The sun is a golden ball. This metaphor is saying that the sun and a ball are alike, but it does not use the word like or as. It's almost saying that that object is that other thing. The sun is a golden ball. Here are two other examples. The classroom was a zoo. The classroom was a zoo. It's comparing the classroom to a zoo. Now, are there zoo animals in the classroom? No, there are not. There are just a lot of kids kind of acting crazy. Maybe like at the zoo, the animals are, all kind of doing their thing. So to say the classroom was a zoo, you're not saying that the classroom literally had lions and tigers and giraffes in it. You're saying that it was kind of crazy and out of control. My brother is a couch potato. Are you saying that your brother is literally a potato? No. A couch potato is an expression, right? It's a hyperbole. Remember we talked about hyperbole, where somebody is just kind of lounging around, kind of being lazy. So my brother is a couch potato. That just means that your brother is lying around doing nothing, not that your brother is literally a potato. And here are some other examples of metaphor. The sun was a gleaming pearl. My baby brother is a cute little teddy bear. My sister's memory is a camera that remembers everything we see. The car seat is a fluffy cloud. Custard is happiness in a bowl. So metaphor compares two things by saying that one thing is something else. And usually metaphors will use the word is, are, was, or were. For example, my life is a movie. So the life is being compared to a movie using the word is. They are clowns in math class. They are being compared to clowns using the word are. Now this poem, it's a cute little poem. See if you can spot the metaphor in this poem. The night is a big black cat. The moon is her topaz eye. The stars are the mice she hunts at night in the field of the sultry sky. So let's take a look at some metaphors that were used in that poem. The poet is saying night is a big black cat. So the poet is comparing night and a black cat. It's saying that night is a black cat, right? The moon, the author is comparing the moon to the cat's eye, right? The moon is her topaz eye. The stars are the mice she hunts at night. So the poet is saying that the stars are like the mice that the cat would hunt if the cat was in real life. And the sky is the field. So the sky, in the field of the sultry sky. So the field that the cat is hunting the mice in is the sky itself. So I thought that was a neat poem to sort of illustrate metaphor. Okay, here's a fun little song about similes and metaphors by the Bazillions. I love the Bazillions. That was cute. I like the little superhero theme. Okay, so your assignments, you have 2 assignments. Your first assignment is an ed puzzle of the Read Aloud Owl Moon by Jane Yolen. So you're going to go back to your Google Classroom. It should be posted underneath today's date and classwork tab. You're going to click the link to go to the ed puzzle site. And remember, on ed puzzle, you have to watch the whole video. It will stop periodically to ask you questions. You cannot skip ahead. So make sure that you're paying attention to answer the questions. So that's assignment number 1. Assignment number 2 is a Google form on simile and metaphors. You're going to complete the Google form and identify whether or not sentences are a simile or a metaphor, and then write a couple of your own. And that should also be posted under today's date in the classwork tab. Make sure that you click submit for your assignments so that you get credit for them. If you have any questions, you can ask your teacher in their Google Classroom. And I hope you enjoyed this lesson on simile and metaphor, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.